In today's video, we are going to inflate a flat tire using one of these tire inflation products. Great thing to have. I always try to keep a can of this in the trunk of my car. This is just for a temporary fix, but if you happen to have a flat tire along the side of a highway or someplace like that where it's dangerous to be actually changing the flat, this may avoid that situation or can also avoid requiring a tow truck. Simple product to use. We just take there's a hose connected to this. Take that, connect it to the valve stem of your tire, and inflate it. So we'll go through that process. I don't do product placement. This happens to be called Fix-A-Flat. I've used different products. They all seem to be pretty much equally good. So we'll go through the process. The tire that we're going to inflate has a slow leak. Not all that slow. I inflated it fully about a week ago and it's almost flat. So we'll use this to inflate it. So we're going to inflate this tire. As you can see, very flat. I think I mentioned about a week ago we inflated all these tires in this vehicle up to 32 psi, which is normally the pressure you want in a passenger vehicle. Unscrew your valve cover there. Just going to take a reading just with my pressure gauge here just to see how low this did go. Really low, because I'm not even getting a reading there. So that's not exactly a slow leak. Make sure you read the instructions for the particular product you're using. This one said shake the can vigorously for 30 seconds. I already did that. So now I'm going to take it over here and I'm going to screw that onto our valve stem here. Just kind of place it there, try to keep it straight with the valve stem, and then start screwing it on clockwise, righty tighty. So you put that on clockwise, and now according to the instructions for this one, we hold the can upright and we're supposed to hit that button on the top, which I'm holding down with my thumb there, until the product stops moving through the hose. Stuff is amazingly quick. Hopefully you can see that the tire is actually already lifting the rim off the ground. If the rim does not come off the ground, definitely do not move your vehicle. Then you have such a severe leak that it's not actually inflating the tire. Incidentally, this I paid $14 for this can. It's May of 2015, and that's here in Canada. So I'm watching down here. I can see the fluid actually moving through this part. There's a spring here. I can see it moving through there, and hopefully you can hear it flowing into the tire. Instructions for this said to take the vehicle for a drive. I think it said 3 to 6 kilometers. I'll verify that once we inflate this. We'll take it for a little spin. I can hear that slowing down now. Kind of hard to tell looking up at this point in the hose if it's actually still going into the tire. So I'm just kind of watching down here. I can see these bubbles by the spring and I can still see it's actually moving there. Just listening to it now, I think we're just about done. Yeah, I would say that's about it. I'm going to release pressure on that yellow valve there. Follow your safety instructions too, by the way, when you read the instructions for this. Probably should have put a pair of gloves on there. Let's see what kind of a reading I got now. I'm reading about 12 psi. So I'm going to take this for a little drive. As I say, that's what the instructions mentioned. And I'll probably go to a garage and fill that tire. And put our valve stem cover back on. So, I'm back from my little run, my little drive. I checked my odometer reading before I left, and I drove for 17 kilometers, which is approximately over 10 miles. It says, the instructions say to check the air pressure, see if it's stabilized. We're in around 14 psi or so. And then it indicates to bring the tire up to the proper pressure. So to me, the product is well worth it, simply because we got ourselves out of a situation, flat tire along the road somewhere. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to update with the comments. I'm going to bring this tire up to proper pressure, and I'm going to update the comments section at the end of the video and see how long this actually stays inflated. It is only meant to be a temporary fix, but I'm just kind of curious. So we'll probably check this again in a couple of days, and as I say, I'll update the comment section. Anyway, I think you get the idea. Good product to have in the trunk of your car.